wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham, Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too, but we have never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
We ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Goodness! A second troll!
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
Nerve like that?
Of course, officer.
Thank you. Again.
A moment, if you would.
I will see what he wants.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself.
I was happy to help. Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who is this child? What are you not telling me?
Let's go.
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
I knew I'd seen him somewhere.
Now, what can I... Oh,
It's my first time here.
welcome. Butterbeer's on me.
Single-handedly took down a troll.
How timely.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The Three Broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls, Ranrock, and Rookwood. What are you not telling me?
I promise to tell you everything. It is perhaps best I do that later. I'm glad to see you.
I heard about the attack.
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow.
Goblin silver! Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? What? I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment.
Shall we go?
It's that the path we're on is...
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor. Sounds versatile.
I'd like you to complete a few tasks.
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
You must have really impressed
I seem to have a knack for dueling.
I match you with other duelists.
How does crossed ones work exactly?
Whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all.
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
So, care to step into
Get
the
me in
ring?
the ring.
Spectacular!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you.
Brilliant. Count me in.
Bravo!
I gave it my all.
But after that last round, they'll really have it in for you.
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor. Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Hecat.
So, shall we proceed?
Fig! I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student in
My office!
But, Professor...
I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Sebastian, there you are.
Meet me outside the library tonight. See there? That's the door we need to reach.
I can be sneaky. Let's go. You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? Here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key.
Why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Aloha Mora. That's how I always used to get in. But the librarian twigged.
Does the Hogwarts matron have anything that can help Anne?
No.
Naughty, you'll get caughty.
Peeves,
How
don't.
do I know you won't go to the librarian and blame this all on me?
Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
That's it!
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster. But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
The least.
Unorthodox. It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
Oh dear.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was the professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought. In the second, they were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too. What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
To keep the details to ourselves.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
It all comes down to this.
Is the final round of Crossed One ready?
The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all.
I'll go it alone.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
Some big hits that round. What a victory! You've won the tournament!
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
Now that we've definitively crowned a tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Woolwork.
I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus.
I was curious as to how Hogwarts has changed over the years.
I see.
I hadn't realized that you and...
You see, I was once wounded by time itself.
Time itself? I never would have imagined such a thing.
The job was not without its hazards. Now, I hope I've satisfied your curiosity for the moment.
You have. Thank you for speaking with me, Professor. Are you all right?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
I'm sorry the other students weren't more friendly.
I was hoping someone would want to play.
Sounds like a fun challenge.
Little balls.
Rather an overreaction.
I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented 5th year to help me.
Haven't you any friends at school?
Not really.
I'll see what I can do. Hello. I don't believe we've met. Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing. Nora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I'm afraid I can't tell you, Lenora.
Surely you...
I am only joking. I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Something bad about to happen to me. I don't know what I'm feeling coming. Might be so sad, might leave my nose running.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. It seems you're already taking to herbology
Professor?
like a mandrake to fresh soil.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
Vicious little bastards, aren't they?
I was imagining it the entire time.
You were? I mean, of course, you're, not someone to be trifled with.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Don't see any bite marks or missing digits.
Thank you, Professor. But looking after plants isn't all that thrilling to me.
Well, I suppose that's everything.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp.
Point for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular.
I suspect that's where I come in.
I simply need a single Fwooper feather.
As long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I'm surprised you had the time.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm. Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend.
I'm all right at the moment.
But I am hoping now you might tell me why they...
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Speak of the devil. Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Are you all right?
I'll let you in on a little secret.
The Mallow Suite is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the
You
honors?
mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife.
Dear, how beautiful!
Why would I know of your family?
We are known for our contributions to science and art.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
But I'd be forever grateful.
I shall need to be compensated.
I see. That's fair, I suppose. A reward, so to speak, for finding the buried treasure.
Thank you for coming all this way. The name's Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster.
How did you injure your ear?
The Blacks have a tradition of decapitating their house elves when their service is no longer required.
I suppose that's where it goes.
Could it be? A visitor? Oh! Ah! Ooh!
I think I can guess how you died, but who did it to you?
I was having a look around when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze. After that, I felt, well, lightheaded.
Aren't you a little far from home?
Ranrock knew you'd...
No risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now. Impressive. That must be where this all leads. What's happening? I recognize you from the Pensives.
Might I presume you share our...
Yes, sir, I do.
Place the book on the pedestal.
I won't, Professor.
That is unfortunate, I'm afraid.
I'm a bit confused, sir.
I assure you that all will be clear once the book has been placed on the pedestal.
And carvings in the house on
cannot
the
say
cliffside.
more at present,
Those
except
are
to
of
say
you.
that your presence here
Are you a seer?
does not entirely...
I'll retrieve the book right away.
Good.
Step up to your broom. Say up firmly and clearly. Then kick your leg over and rest your weight on the seat. Up!
Thank you.
Up!
Up, you stupid ratty school broom!
Up! One leg over, so there's a leg on each side. Let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we?
Whoa, our aquatic resident likes to make an appearance once in a while. We haven't properly met. I'm Everett Clopton. Am I right in suspecting that a Slytherin like you might be interested in making an escape from class? That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Flying tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
That's Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour.
And where have you two been?
Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions. Mr. Clopton, I'm disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough. Class is finished for the day. As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future.
Take it off!
Professor Weasley? Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard? I see you've wasted no time.
After you, Professor.
Huh? Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with.
Slytherin!
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section, as it appeared on the map. An unspeakable... Pardon me, Professor. What am I supposed to do with the Dittany seed? I have everything. I see what you meant about not being able to pick a favorite shop.
We should walk around a bit more. Perhaps today is the day I finally...
He was called away by Black at the last moment. I suppose I could wait to get a note from him. I think so. I'm still learning. But I can see traces of it. And I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain.
I know that's a lot to absorb.
Precisely. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section. It was only a training dummy.
4 and 20 blackbirds in a creek, and bake them all in a pie. They told me you missed school today, so what I suggested, just throw them all away. Handbags and the glad rags that your poor old granddad had to stop to buy. I'd suggest you just throw them all away. The handbags and the glad rags that your poor old granddad had to sweat to buy.